All right, this is what's going on. We got a lot of stuff in the details. If you want a holding company set up, me and my assistant will set it up. You don't have to lift a finger. That's 1,500. Or you can get into the King program. Links below. Or if you're a special person and want special mentoring, that's a $25,000 program. You need to email me, and I will send you the questions to see if we're a good fit. All right, let's get into the WhatNot project, and this is going to be down and dirty. I had a situation with one employee. She was the first shift employee, the sweetest shift in my opinion. And I told her to list stuff very expensively. She didn't want to do it. I'm going somewhere with this story, so pay close attention. And then we get in a fight. Yes, a fight. And she's like, you can't sell like that. I've seen people at your level. And then, I said, I sold a Rolex. She said, you don't own a Rolex. She wanted to fight and argue with me about my methodology and thesis, right? All right, so let's introduce the Vita. Here, where are we going? Make sure, I should have her picture in here. All right. This is the Vita. She's working. The Vita, I said, sell the stuff for this. The Vita did $500 in sale on Tuesday night and did $815 in sales on Wednesday night because she listened to me. My thesis was 100% correct. Let me give you a little background. The older person who quit, because this is the thing. I didn't even see the shit coming. I didn't even see it coming. First thing she did that was bad, she was talking to her coworkers like, he treat me different. Right? First mistake. Then second mistake, she starts texting me at like 8:30 at night talking about, do you have Verizon? I'm like, no. And I'm like, where is this going? And then she gets into it, you treat me different, you treat me like shit. And then she's like, I'll work my shift tomorrow. Then I sent her this response. This is the response I sent. She's like, I will work tomorrow and afterwards you can continue with your reappointment. All right, thank you for the update. I appreciate you. Best of luck to you. That was my response. You know what? I'm okay. I said to myself in university, I'll never work for anyone like you again. You treat me like shit. I guess because I'm not young. Let me know the estimate on my check. All right, thank you for the update. I appreciate you. Best of luck. That was her response. Acknowledge this message confirms your resignation effective immediately. Please arrange to return the key fob. Your final pay will be processed according to policy once company property is returned. You can leave the key in the fob with the office personnel at the front desk. Thank you. Now, this is where I want my 1,100 questions, $1,100, right? She worked 6 days. Her total pay comes up to $900 and after taxes will be less. You need to return the key in the fob. Thank you. No problem, boss. I'll bring in the AM. She said she quit. I said, okay, thanks for the update. Then she went slap the fuck off. This is why a lot of you don't want to hire. And let me go ahead and, I'm unfazed by this. I'm just going to hire someone else. I'm going to tell another hiring story. Another lady who wanted to be hired. This is where, one of the things I do is a problem. I'm going to have to stop doing this. Is I tell too much about myself. Because I was talking about the stuff in other businesses, and then I asked her to come to the mart with me. She was going to come. Then she changed her mind. Then I asked her to sit with one of my employees so she could see how it was going. She changed her mind. I asked her to do two things. But now, she wanted me to sit down and have uninterrupted time so she can ask me questions. So I sent her emails like, I charge for my time, $2,500. You want to pay that and talk to me? Fine. If not, we're not talking. I'm sick and tired of people wanting to talk to me free. It's fucking irritating. That was my exact messaging to her. And she was like, oh, I don't know what it is where everybody wants high, top level information for free. I don't operate like that. You can no longer talk to me. Guess who you're going to talk to? You talk to Kayla, my assistant. I'm like, I got too much going on. I'm working too much. And the thing that pissed me off about last night was, the day before, I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I went to 10:30 that night. I was tired. And, I picked up my girlfriend, and we did some stuff, and I dropped her off. Then I went to dinner, and I'm getting this bullshit. Because, see, Davita, the employee, I promoted her to 8 hours, and I was going to give her like $30 an hour after a month. I mean, after 2 months, she's going to get that as full month. She maintains the pace that she is. End of the month, she moves up to $30 an hour. I award based on performance, not this whole "you treat me different." I'm like, what the? I'm your employer. You supposed to do what the fuck I tell you to do, not sit and argue and come in with your own agenda. I'm the fucking millionaire. You a broke woman with no fucking car. I'm just sitting there like, and I didn't even see this shit coming. And then Davita told me she was out there talking to Kayla. I was like, that was the first thing. If you have a problem with me, because see, I'm from the Nick Saban school of thought. If there's an issue, I will jump in your shit. And I was like, no, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. And if you don't want to be part of it, you don't have to be part of this company. Those were my exact words. And I meant every fucking word. I don't know what it is with these employees that are entitled. And once again, older people, the lady that I hired, she was an older lady. Just because you're older don't mean you know more than me. Don't mean that, right? So, I put up an ad, and how we're going to go forward with hiring is we do the interview, then I got to pay them to monitor Davita. But I'm going to pay them minimum wage, $7.25 an hour, sit with her for 8 hours, and watch the whole process. And then I'm just going to write them a check out of the company policy, out of the company's paybook, and then we'll keep it moving. I have got to get firmer on the hiring policy because I've had maybe 105 people apply, and I've only had 5 people do videos. And I put in there, if you don't do the video, there's no point in you applying because you're not getting hired. You can't get around that video. I need to see what you look like. I see the presentation style to see how you look on camera. That's a requirement. It's a requirement. And so many people out here self-select themselves out of the process. It is crazy how many folks have come at me, talked about, hey, I want to do this, I want to do this. And then when we get to it, they self-select out. So this is the hiring story. She was going to quit because she got coached hard. I'm not playing with nobody. I'm not playing with anyone. And see, this older stuff, because used to be older people were easier to deal with. Now they're the fucking assholes. They're the old. Because I'm sitting there like, and see, let me tell you something. She's going to regret her actions later on when she thinks about it, when she hears about the company in the news, and when I get to a level where I'm providing employees mortgages at 2.5% interest, because I say that and it doesn't exist and no one believes me. But once I prove that shit, I have employees walking in and literally the first round they'll get the mortgages. Then anyone else that comes after that, they'll have to wait a year before you can get a mortgage at 2.5% interest rate with no regards to your credit. You know how fucking powerful that is? But once again, I'm dealing with dumbasses who don't understand the vision, who don't believe in me. That's fine. I'm just pissed off because, once again, I understand why a lot of you don't want to hire employees, and I will be honest, this is going to be part of the process. You're going to have bullshit like this happening. You're going to have to fire people, and you're going to have to rehire people. That's just it. Facts.